Hello everyone and welcome back. It's Terry. Welcome back to my channel. And today I am going to try and attempt to do a full collection update. Well, not necessarily full, but showing off things, progress, any buds, blooms, or anything that's just happening. So I'm starting off here in my east side of the greenhouse, which is a little bit cooler. Still has a humidifier here, gets morning sun, some afternoon, but it's mostly filtered in the afternoon. So I have a lot of my deciduous dry winter wanting resting plants pretty much back here. My Encyclia citrina, which is still maturing, the newest growth right here, and just other various Encyclias and Brassavolas and Cattleyas. That's my Trichocentrum, superbum, maybe Encyclia superbum, or yeah, I think it's superbum. I think. But it was on another mount, and it was recently put on this mount, and it did have a little new growth that was back here that died, and then this is the newest growth. But yeah, my Dendrobium Angraecum, my Thistleform, which is here, and these are some nobiles, and this is my Dendrobium delicatum, which hasn't bloomed for me in a couple of years, but I'm still giving it a rest. But moving on, here is my Brassavola gardneri crossed with gardneri, and this did a lot of nice growth this summer, and I believe that is going to be a new that's a spike, as well as this flower, which is finally open. This is my Killani Stars, which is perenniae crossed with Brassavola little stars. Down here is my Angraecum, eburnum superbum, and there's more buds, as you can see, that are peeking out. Yeah, these buds are still not opened yet, and there's another bud that's down there. This is going to be nice. This is my Chhief Potinara, Chhief sweet orange. Nice orange flower with red in the lip. Yeah, these are just pretty much resting. They get misted, but for the most part, their growths have slowed down. Of course, we know about this section coming up, so I'll just skip right on past it. See if there's anything going on over here. No, still my parkinsonianum is sitting here with these sheaths. Maybe I'll get some flowers. There's another sheath right there. This thing is still going. I'm sure the color is masked by the light or covered up, but it is a green, lime green Phalaenopsis. Nothing yet happening with my guatamalensis on this plant. I don't think it's gonna get sheaths, unfortunately. still going strong. And I had really hoped that this would bloom for me. This is my Encyclia, no, Oncidium astrolabium. The new growth is still maturing. That's a species. Really nice flowers. Pretty sure this will probably bloom pretty soon. This Docrilla, it usually blooms in the wintertime. And this just finished blooming. My La Carcha. It's got a couple new growths that are coming up. One there and one over there. This one's one that I got from Ecuador just this summer. Where the tag is. I will have to find that. Yeah, these are just kind of hanging out. This is my Johnsonii, Dendrobium Johnsonii. And I believe there's a new growth coming up here somewhere. This looks like it needs a lot of water. Looks very dry. Didn't look so dry just the other day. It's a really nice new growth coming up there with some roots. This is still developing. This is, it's not that. Stanhopeia, Michael Bloyer to green across with Platyceras. It's gonna pop any day. Looking back this way, not much to really say except there is a new growth coming up on this. And now where is the tag on this? I am starting to panic because these tags are not on my plants. Now, I vaguely remember what this is. This is like Epc Kyoguchi, I think. And this is the newest growth. It's got roots coming, and it looks like there's another growth, another bump down here that's going to be a new growth that's starting out. But I'm hoping that there would be a sheath in there, because it should be almost about ready to bloom. And up here there's some more Encyclias that are kind of just hanging out. Although this right here, this is my Renee Marcus crossed with Potinara Free Spirit. And these are two new growths that I got this summer. And you can see this growth as a sheath, and there is something inside of it. This is still developing. Yeah, nothing more but kind of just hanging out plants over here. Nice new growth on this, which is Richard Mueller crossed with cordata, Brassavola cordata. Okay, these are my Guarianthes that are sort of just hanging out here, this and this. My grandiflora. This is my Epc Frances Dyer, which is a cross between Guarianthe Borinjana and Encyclia fragrans. And this year I got those two new growths, and one of them has a sheath in there. I'm pretty sure there's a sheath inside of there. So hopefully I will, it actually got 3 new growths. Hopefully I will see some flowers, because that is very special. The darkest flower that I've seen, not darkest, but it is the most purple flower and so fragrant. So very fragrant. Anything over here? Yeah, this plant right here, which is my Epc Charlie Brown. It's got a nice, healthy new growth right here, and right next to it, this growth has matured, and the sheath is definitely filling up, and it might actually have poked through the sheath, the spike. So I'll be showing you all that pretty soon, which is exciting. Moving on down this way, I had really kind of hoped that this would throw a spike for me, although the growths are still maturing. It did put out some nice new growths for me this year. This is my area Javanica, which is fragrant. Also my Cattleya up here, this is Portia Canizara. Still putting up, those growths are still progressing. What else? There is the new acquisition that I just got. That's my Parkinsonianum Vespa, Encyclia Vespa. Spike's still there. Let me see if I'm missing anything back in here. Don't think so. This area is just some of my Encyclias. This is a Jumelia fragrance. It needs to be watered. Okay. Still waiting on this spike, or not this spike, but this sheath to do something. This is my Encyclia Trula crossed with Cordillera. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Up high here are some of my Cattleyas that are just resting, and they get virtually no water. Right next to it, you can see the spike way up there. Plant is down here. This is my Leia Daffodil, which is a cross. And the spike still goes up, 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 and up. Way up there. Okay, keep walking down. This is still a nice flower. My Kachara Stephanie Takasaki. This is the Jared's clone. Those flowers are all gone. This Brassavola in here, sorry for the light, is looking pretty good. There is, looks like, well, this one, right there, that's a flower bud. This group of plants are a lot of Dendrobiums. There's a path here and there. This is my Gongora, still putting up those growths. Back over here are some of my Phalaenopsis species and some of my hybrids back here. They're just really hanging out. My Guarianthes on Ricci right there, still putting up that. So, okay, I forgot where I was at, but I was pointing out how my Guarianthes on Ricci is putting out two nice leaves at the top, which is great. And the big on Ricci that I have, which doesn't look so great, it is okay. It's still alive. It's still got a new leaf pushing out there. So I'm still satisfied with that. As I said, these are my species Phalaenopsis and some hybrids. There are some buds sporadically going through it. Let me see what's going on over this way. This is my Vandopsis Irene Dobbin orange, and there is a spike right there. So this is the first time I've had plants sitting under here, sort of in the area of this LED. So I'm hoping that this gets enough light. This has, this is my Encyclia Marii that is sitting here, which probably should be getting a little bit cooler temperatures. Other things that are here, this is a couple of Paphiopedilums that I think may be pushing up some buds inside of there. This is Path Hawaiian Treasure. And back here is my Dendrobium Snowflake. And right next to it is my Eustatai, Dendrobium Eustatai. And right here is my Epc Green Dragon, which put up 4 new growths, and there's this little sheath on one of the growths that have matured. Down here, that's my I can't remember what it's called now. Encyclia maybe, Chileanum. So technically, after this new growth matures and the leaves are deciduous, fall off, they become like these little kiss pseudobulbs, and then flower spike starts to emerge from the growth. So I'm hoping that that will be in flower. Some of my Stanhopias are just hanging here. Still keeping them moderately wet, although they like it a little bit drier, but never fully dried out. This is my my Limford White Beauty is right there. This is my Longa Calcar, and it's got some nice roots, nice green root tips, still active. Right here is my BLC Vida Lee Limelight. It's got 2 sheaths right there. This is my Rincolelia glauca, and there is a sheath in there, if I can show it. So hopefully that will flower for me. Let's see, anything going on down here? Did not flower for me this year. I'm not sure what happened. What probably happened was the sheath did not fully open as the inflorescence was trying to emerge, and it just aborted. So I'll have to pay close attention next year. That usually blooms for me reliably. Up here is my Leia Daffodil, and it did bloom for me this summer and put up. There's a growth with the sheath. There's another growth there, and then there's a third growth that's over there. There's 2 growths over there. So I'm expecting them to put up sheaths and bloom in the spring or late winter. And actually, as I'm looking at this, I'm going to take this down because I see that scale that's right in there. You see that? I'm going to take this down when I get done with this, and take it inside and deal with it immediately. Got to stay on top of it. Okay, there's a little spike coming up down there, a little inflorescence. Again, I'm really expecting some of my paths that are over here to start doing something. Back over this way, This is my Epidendrum raniferum. It's got a new sheath there. Some of the old sheaths are still on the plant. And right next to it is my Dendrobium Memorial Windonishi, which I featured in my Orchid a Day video yesterday. It's a cross between Macrophyllum and Alexandri. Behind this is my Bulbophyllum Adorable Upwind. I'm beginning to think that is going to put out another flower. And as I look around the plant, that's going to be a flower spike. And as I go further down into the plant, there's other growths that are happening. There's growth that could be a spike. And on the other side of that, pseudobulb, if I can get to it, there's another growth that's peeking out down in there. Maybe I'm not showing it. But anywho, you have to trust me. And next to it is my mean Garuda. And I believe that over there is going to be another flower spike. Over there. Although it could be a new growth. And there's something coming up there. But the typical habit of this plant is it just keeps putting out flower spikes for a certain amount of time throughout the winter. Up here, still going okay, doing okay for me is my Angraecum germanianum. It's got a couple branches on it, plus some babies down at the base. Yeah, these are pretty much just kind of sitting here. This is was also featured in my Orchid a Day video. Adelai, this is my Guarianthe, Adelai. And I believe this is no, that's not the growth that has this is it. That will soon be flower spikes. Right there. Those are the fat flowers peeking out, or flower buds peeking out from the sheath. They bloom from the sheath here. And right in front here that I just walked past, still in full bloom with still another inflorescence to open up, is my Silogeny multiflora. And it has been in bloom for about a week now. Very beautiful, still smelling, so it actually has sweetened up to me a little bit. But when I first initially smelled it, it was very, very musky. And it still is, but the more that I smell it, the more that the muskiness has lessened up. And it's not so aggressive. Let's see if I can get closer. Really, really nice lip. Of course, it's not going to focus in on it. Oh, there we go. Silogeny multiflora. And behind here is my cross, my Dendrobium cross, which is Blue Twinkle, that is crossed with Lasianthera. Nice growth still going. Further on back here, this is an Epi cross that I'm expecting it to get sheets on it at some point because it did bloom for me last year. This is a very recent acquisition, my Epc Trichocentrum. You can See, there's the spike. That was just in my bucket list video, which I'll probably link somewhere. I think it's over here, if I remember. And over here, these are bulbophyllums. A few of them are in spike. Still down there is my bulbophyllum Frank Smith. Still working on that spike. Right here, this is my doggy doo, working on that one, and next to it is carunculatum. In front here is my Arpaphyllum gigantea. This is the newest growth, which, if it keeps on maturing, it should put up a spike soon. But if not, there are new growths that are emerging from the base, which is very good. See those? There's one right there. And this is my Schomburgkia that I have yet to see a spike from. It's got one new growth. This is the second new growth. This is the third new growth. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that's been happening here. This is going out, but it was so beautiful while it was in flower. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it, as I was saying, for this month. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy your orchids. Bye.